And we are live. Attention all stations. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Free Amateur Radio Exchange Group, also known as AREG, for Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. It is the longest running Simplex Net in the Hamilton area. And this week is 1,621 times that AREG has been on the air weekly. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton. This net is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time here at 146.430 megahertz. And since this is a Simplex Net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I also stream the net on YouTube, so people who tune in can hear stations they cannot hear on their radio, and hear how their audio sounds on the air, and see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search box, again, the A3CJZ, and look for us live. Tonight will be under the title AREG Week 1621. Finally, I ask that you please leave a 1 second delay to allow others to break in. Now, before I take check-ins, I'd like to mention that Hurricane Milton is bearing down on Florida as we speak. It is hitting the Sarasota, Tampa area. I have many friends that live in Florida. One of them said he saw a tornado go by earlier today. And I was listening to the Hurricane Net, which was 14.325 megahertz, and you can listen to them live there with updates. All right, so with that, do we have any time-sensitive check-ins or mobiles that wish to come early? Please come now. All right, then let's open it up to any and all callers. This is VA3CJZ with the AREG Net. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu Juliet Charlie.
All right, quiet crowd tonight. Maybe they're all on 20 meters listening to the Hurricane Net. But I did get Paul in there, VE3PDL, and VE3ZJC. Paul, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Just a funny thing just happened. The wife's sitting on the front porch having a cigarette, and some small little sports car, kind of white car, pulled up, and it's got a decal of a machine gun on the driver's door. So I got my laser light pointed at him, and he drove away.
You put the sights on him. Oh, funny. Oh my God, they got the laser on us. Let's get out of here. Right on. What else did I see? Oh, I saw a video today of a wife coming home, and this guy is dressed like the guy from Friday the 13th there, and he's on a bicycle, and he's pulling a little kid that's also dressed like that. And this woman, she's driving her car, and then she stops and rolls down the window. She goes, "Can't I come home from work just once and have a normal day?" Meanwhile, that was her husband and her kid. And that was funny.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right, Chuck. Well, thanks for being there on the 18th gazillionth week in a row, and always do a good job, sir. I'll be on the side listening, but I am watching the hockey game as well. I want to get my Habs whoop the Maple Leafs. So, fingers crossed, and I'll be in and out, though. So, I'll let you carry on, sir. Thank you again. V3PDL.
All right, Paul. I got some sports stuff coming up later on the net, and there's something about the Maple Leafs in there. All right, very good then, Paul. Thanks for checking in. Excuse me. Let's move down to Jason, the E3 Zulu Juliet Charlie. Come on in, Jason.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on net, excluding Paul because he's a Habs fan. I'm surprised that PDL there is still awake after the really sleepy time introduction that the Habs put on the rink there.
Okay.
Nothing new for me, sir. Sitting here waiting for the sisters to get home so I can go cook a really late dinner because the after-work schedules didn't jive today until, about 15 minutes from now. So I'll be listening along as best I can, either on the YouTube stream or on the handy talkie. And thanks for doing it, and go Leafs go.
Jason, that was the best thing I heard all day. Did you see that stupid nonsense? I couldn't even watch it. I had to change the channel and wait, 15 minutes. I went back to the game. I didn't want to watch that nonsense. Like, what the hell is that? That's the worst introduction to a team I've ever seen in my life. But, yeah, go Habs.
I missed that. I don't really get into hockey until later on in the season. So, all right, very good then. Well, thanks for the check-in there, Jason. Much appreciated. And we do have someone on YouTube there just mentioned that there's some issue with the sound. I'm just trying to see what that issue is. If you could let me know, thank you. My voice is distorted. Okay. Let's see if we can change that. Oh.
All right, let's try that. How's that audio? All right, well, let's continue on with the net. This is VA3CJZ with the Wednesday night AREG net. And we're looking for check-ins. Come on in.
Victor Echo 3, Romeo Whiskey Juliet.
Okay, I heard two stations there, but VE3RWJ covered the other station. Good sound there, Chris. Who's the other station?
VA3WPG.
That would be it. Thank you, Chris. WPG. Anyone else? Yep, they're probably all listening to the Hurricane Net. Let's bring in Chris, VE3RWJ.
Hi, Chuck. Thanks for doing this net and running the live stream and all that. I missed it. I think someone let you know your audio on the stream was a little funny, but it's cleared up now, so not sure what that was. It sounded real funny there for a little bit. Anyway, nothing to add. Yeah, I'm going to go check out the Hurricane Net and various things as well. I think they said it's supposed to come ashore about midnight. So yeah, thinking of all the people in Florida or anyone who has a place down there. I have been tinkering with my audio again. So what do you think? And in case it needs any more highs, this is what that sounds like with some more highs. And now back to the first one. So just wondering which one you prefer, and we're going to just listen along. V3RWJ.
Well, Chris, I'm a big fan of the lows, the low sounds. For local, that's perfect. But for distance, I would add a little bit of the highs, maybe not as much as you had earlier, and it would sound just fine. Can you do that? Go in between?
Yeah, I can split the difference. So here's without the boost, and here's with a little more highs. Yeah, I can hear it on the stream there. So not as extreme. Back to you.
Yeah, very good, very good. I'm glad the sound cleaned up there. I accidentally used the microphone in one of my cameras, and it's awful. I have an actual lapel microphone that I use for the incoming sound to YouTube. So that's much better quality microphone for my voice. Yeah, the camera works great, but the microphone in the cam not so great. Other than that, yeah. By the way, the storm. I just read online an article maybe half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago, and they said it's hitting Sarasota right now between 8 and 8:30 tonight. So I have many Carney friends that live in Florida, retired there and whatnot, and I think some of them are staying. So we'll have to wait and see tomorrow in the aftermath. I'm going to monitor Facebook as well. Some of them are posting on Facebook, and so yeah, I hope it's not as bad as they say, but I'm sure it will be for some people. Anyhow, Chris, do you want to come back with another adjustment on the microphone there? I thought when you released the boost on it, it was good, but then you added highs to it, and I didn't like the highs myself, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to just add a little less. So this is the regular sound, and this is with just a little more highs. Anyway, I don't know. We're always fiddling with it. I need to just leave it alone. When someone says it's good, I should just believe them and stop tweaking it. Wow, maybe the storm sped up a bit.
Yeah.
Sounds like it arrived a little early, but boy, oh boy, two in a row down there. That's not good. Yeah, your camera mic sounded. Well, it reminded me of the old days going through a McDonald's or maybe Tim Hortons drive-through, and the guy taking your order would sound all funny. Your camera mic reminded me of that a little.
That made me laugh out loud, Chris. That's funny. And so, okay, very good then. Well, good luck figuring out what sound you like. I like it with a little less sound that highs than you have right now. I seem to be able to hear you tapping something, your microphone stand, or I can hear more background noise with the highs in there. And with the lows, it kind of filters it out. So that's my opinion, Chris. Anyways, good luck, and thanks again for checking in.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the reports, and we'll go back to just not having the boost. And yeah, I know what was touching the mic. That was me. So I'll just leave it alone, and we're gonna listen. Sorry for taking up more time.
Not at all.
V3RWJ.
Yeah, not a problem, Chris. Not a problem at all. I'm also a big sound guy there. I've got a mixer here for my mic, and I constantly try and find the best sound, but sometimes you just got to leave it alone. But it changes, though. When you go to HF to FM, it's different. So sometimes you have to play around with it. Okay, thanks again, Chris. So we'll break with you, VE3RWJ, and let's bring in Chris, VA3WPG.
VA3WPG. Am I sounding any better than when I first checked in?
Well, it's funny. It's hard to tell, Chris, because you doubled with Chris. But I think you sound better. Yes, you have a little bit more lows now in your audio as well. Am I right?
I don't know. I just switched up the high power because I know I always used to come in on the top end of double ups, but this is the third time I've come in on the bottom of the double up, so I cranked her up to high to see if I'm sounding any better because I think my signal's starting to suck in this new location compared to what I had before.
Well, to hit the sweet spot and be able to get out in all directions with a strong signal is tough when you live in the city. But in Hamilton here, you have people that are very close to the escarpment or on the escarpment, and they have an advantage there. That's for sure. But yeah, no problem, man. You're full strength over to my location here, Chris.
All right, well, other than that, the new antenna for the new whip for the Pac-12 came in today. My tab came in today. New whip was ordered on the 3rd, put up from China today, so that's just over a week, so that's pretty impressive for China shipping. Just playing around with the, trying to get the tab set up. Got POTA on there, hammers on there, Polo on there, Robot 36, and SSTV encoder for the SSTV stuff. And other than that, that's about it radio-wise, VA3 WPG.
Oh, you gotta love it when you get new toys, eh, Chris? I'm like a kid on Christmas every time something comes in the mail delivered. It's always nice. So have fun with that. And like I said, nothing wrong with your signal. You're doing a great job here at the Center Mall.
All right, thanks, VA3 WPG.
Okay, very good then. And so I'd like to say hello to Jason. Jason's on the YouTube stream, as well as Wayne, VA3 FMB. And who else? Chris just joined us. And he says his favorite emails to receive are the ones that say your package is out for delivery and will be with you soon. Yep, absolutely. Hello, Wade, VA3NCA. We'll add you to the log as well. Yes, I often track my packages that come from wherever, and it's nice. I noticed Amazon has a little thing that pops up when you are within 10 deliveries. A little map pops up on the tracking screen, and it shows you where the truck is, and it tells you how many stops are left before it reaches you. So that only happens once the package is within 10 deliveries from your place. All right, so with that, let's do another check and see who else is out there would like to check in with us here on the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck. Please come now.
VE3KMQ.
Okay, that was another double. I heard VE3KMQ, and who's the other station?
VA3NCA.
The other doubler, VA3NCA. Okay, let's bring in Mike, VE3KMQ. Mike, come on in. How are you?
Yeah, VA3CJZ, VE3KMQ. It's Mike, also known as Doubler, at least this evening. Hope you're doing well, Chris, and everybody else who's listening along. Yeah, just a check-in. You were talking about tracking packages, and yeah, I too, I guess, consider myself one of those. So it's something we do, I guess, when we're like kids on Christmas Day, waiting for our new toy, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Unless you're just getting, a tube of glue or something that you needed. It's not like getting a toy, like an electronic or a tool, or absolutely. And so also, we like to think we live in a nice neighborhood, but you don't want to push the issue. Like, you don't want to test it. You know what I mean? Like, I say the sooner you get your package, go and bring it inside. because there are people out there. You know what I mean? Jason, actually, he's here. He had a package that someone else wanted more than him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, and I guess we all get a little nervous if we're expecting a package and we're need to go out of town or something for a day or two, and you're just a little worried that like you say, somebody with some sticky fingers and a few bricks short of a full load, those type of people will want to take something from somebody else, take it away from you. So yeah, it's a sad situation, but I guess that's the way it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know about a lot of the delivery companies like UPS and FedEx and all that, but Amazon, for example, has a drop-off center that you can tell them, I'd rather you leave it at the drop-off center and I'll go pick it up. Like for us, we have one at the Center Mall. I don't know where exactly at Center Mall, but I do know there's a drop-off there for your packages. So that's convenient. But as far as the other delivery services, I'm not sure. But, I've got security cameras out front there that cover the area very well. And I turn the notifications off most of the time because, anything can trigger it. And so unless you've got the camera pointed in a specific location, and once something enters that zone, then it recognizes it and sends you the notification. But anyways, Mike, I don't know about you, but I've been tracking also the hurricane. I spent a couple of winters working there in Florida. My headquarters was located in Florida when I was working with Conklin Shows, and a lot of carnies are retired and living in Florida, and I hope they make it out safely.
Yeah, absolutely. And the great thing is they just had Hurricane Helene, I guess it was, a week or so ago, and right on the heels of that, they got this one here. But the warnings are out for the people, and that's got to be an awful hard thing to just leave everything you perhaps have worked for or saved for and everything else, and leave it prey to the winds and the hurricane. But hey, I guess obviously your life and those of your family are far more important. But that's a situation, man. That's a tough scenario. But let's hope everybody makes it through okay. That's the thing we hope and pray for.
Yep, absolutely. And unfortunately, we can listen to trackers like on the Hurricane Net and that, but we really won't be able to tell till it's over, right? So yeah, right now they're just starting to get pummeled, I think. And when I was listening, there was a tornado touchdown that they reported. I have a friend on Facebook who lives in Broward County or in West Palm Beach, and he said he had one go right by him, not far away. So lucky he wasn't affected by it. Anyways, Mike, thanks for checking in, my friend. I do appreciate it. You have a great rest of the evening and week. Until next time, Mike, anything else?
No, that pretty much covers it. Just wanted to say hi, and hope you and everybody else is doing well. And thanks for taking my call, and we'll look for you next time there, Chuck. So VA3CJZ, this is VE3KMQ 73, and have a great week.
Okay, Mike, you too. All right, so let's bring in Wade, VA3 November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VHMCA. Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net. I had to make it an official RF check-in. I guess if Mike is the doubler, I'm the double doubler. I don't know what to say about that, but reminds me actually of the song The Wanderer, but there's got to be something in there. Anyways, all this talk about deliveries and stuff. Wonder if anybody found any deals on the Amazon days, or what they call it, Prime days. I guess today. I guess there's about 6 hours left. I don't know. Maybe it's the stuff I tend to buy, but I didn't find anything really that great. I did buy some sheets of acrylic for the laser cutter to try and make a panel for that little POTA Go box that I've been planning, but we'll see how that works out. It's $20, and it's usually more than that, so I thought I could drop 20 for that. Other than that, though, I didn't see anything very interesting, although I've heard other stories from other people who I guess are, whatever it is they like to buy, they've seen any. So not sure if you found anything you found interesting in this round there, Chuck, or not, but I don't know, from a bit of a bust. But I'll let you pick up some other people. I'll send it back to you there, VA3CJZ, VA3NCA.
Oh, very good there, Wade. Yeah. Well, I don't have lots of money myself, but I did manage to score a deal. It was on a webcam, and my some of my other ones being pretty old, and it was time, and it was a great deal. I mean, it was a $40. Let's see, they had it on for $35, regular 41, I think. And then there was a $10 off on it, which made it $24 or 25, I guess. And then they gave me a $20 rewards card. I had accumulated enough rewards points to finally get another $20 card. I think the last one I got was like 3 years ago. So anyways, in total, the webcam, Nexigo was the brand, and I ended up paying $8 and some odd for it. It'll come in on Friday. So that's pretty good. It normally would ended up costing me $45, and for under $10, get a really decent webcam. I think it had 41,000 reviews on it, so it's a pretty popular camera.
Oh, that sounds like a great deal, yeah, for sure. So is it going to make its debut for the next AREG, or have you got other plans for it, a security cam or something, or is it for the CJZ studios and the weekly net?
Absolutely going to be for the studio here. It's another webcam. It's just a webcam, and so I'll be able to give a break to my other ones. And I think the resolution is quite nice, so I can't wait. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So the webcams do give a better picture than security cameras, unless you're buying really expensive security cameras, which I don't. But they do the job, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you do a great job here, and all the different camera views you do are, really a really great addition to the YouTube stream. So, looks really good, and I guess we're at 1621, well over the 1600. So, very good there, Chuck. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Yeah, I had a brief thought today of maybe going out to a park right at the end of the day, but then the end of the day came and I didn't get my act together. So I guess I'll have to get my POTA fix later on in the week, or maybe have to wait till the weekend. But it's getting a little chillier now, so I guess the motivation, I got to work it up a little. I don't know.
Yes, at this point, it's all about motivation, Wade. Absolutely. Me, though, it's motivation because my back is giving me issues. So 2 more sleeps, and Friday morning I go in and get the procedure done. Really looking forward to that. By the way, I'm showing the POTA mass activation at Dundurn Park, now streaming on the YouTube stream. And you can see Pierre is at the table with the radio. and Mac is pointing to something there, I think, on the check-in sheet. And so I'm sitting at the table as well. And I see Wade, I think, behind Mac there. And behind him is Bill and Noel and Chris, WPG, is in there, as well as Dave, Delta Victor. So just thought I'd post some pictures of that while we're chit-chatting here. And so, by the way, Wade, good signal. You are just over S9 Plus. And good signal tonight. We're getting another flare from the sun, apparently around midnight last night. And it's a fast-moving one because it's a triple whammy, of course. And it's supposed to hit us tomorrow morning, maybe by noon. And so we're going to probably get some more blackout conditions. I don't know if you heard anything there, Wade. Back to you.
Great picture there. First of all, I see it there. Very nice. That was a good event. I heard about a little bit of solar activity that was going to bring blackouts, radio blackouts to the area or to the planet. I guess the real thing there is it's a bad time for comms then with Milton, with the Florida storm there. So hopefully that doesn't make things too much worse. Of course. So hopefully people do well down there. I know a few people, internet acquaintances who are down in that area. So hoping that everybody gets through it all right. I guess we've had a few of those back-to-back brief flares that have knocked out radio comms for a while. So I guess tomorrow. I guess we're not out of the woods yet until maybe later in the week. Anyways, I'll let you maybe do a call out there and see if anybody else is waiting in the wings. But here's hoping that comms is good enough for them to do whatever they've got to do to minimize the damage in the storm there. They're back to you, Chuck, VA3NCA.
All right, Wade, very good. And thank you for all that. And we just right now keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best. All right, then. Let's see who else is out there waiting in the wings, would like to stop by and say hello to the weekly AREG Net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. My name is Chuck, and my call is VA3CJZ. And I'm looking for check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform.
3IMW Mobile. NFG at 40 plus.
All right, I got a bunch of you all at once there. Let's see if I picked everybody out. GNP, Charlie Echo Uniform, IMW Mobile, and NFG. For now, let's bring in Mac. He's mobile, VA3 IMW.
I'm not going to be sure if I'm going to hold you too long. We're headed up the 403 hill, so maybe you want to take Garnet first.
All right, no problem. Whenever you're comfortable coming back to us there, Mac, I've got a good copy on you, but we'll say hello to Garnet then. VE3 GNP. Okay, Garnet, a little bit scratchy there. Got an S5 on you here at the Center Mall, but I heard everything you said there. Thank you very much for checking in, Garnet. I hope you are well. And I heard you mentioning back problems there earlier with you as well. I'm really looking forward to Friday morning. I'm finally getting my procedure done because I haven't been able to do anything. So anyways. All right, Garnet, thanks again for checking in, my friend. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks for being there, Chuck. We'll talk to you.
All right. Hey, I don't have you in my picture. I'm on YouTube right now, streaming YouTube, I should say, and I've got a picture of Dave. He's on the far left there, and the rest of the guys that I could get, or whoever took this picture. It wasn't me, because I'm in the picture as well. So I forget who took these pictures, but anyways, thanks, Garnett. Oh, and before I take the next check-in, I want to say hello to Arpad. Victor Echo 3, November Whiskey. You can see the aurora for the past 3 nights, and radio communications has been no good. Yeah, tonight might be good though, Arpad, but um, they're saying tomorrow we're going to get aurora again and a radio blackout. So there you go. I hope everything else is well. I hope you're healthy and not too bored by yourself. So, Victor Echo 3, November Whiskey, I will put you in the log. And let's pick up VE3, Charlie Echo Uniform. Tomasz, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net. VA3CJZ, VE3CU, and so good evening. And just sitting back, relaxing. I just turned the radio on, and get you at full scale here in Burlington.
Oh, very good. Well, I've got you at a S9 Plus, so that's very good from your location there, Tom. Your audio is just nice and loud. I have no problem hearing you at all. So yeah. Other than that, anything new and exciting with you? Oh, have you got your room back yet?
I do. That's what I'm talking right now. Yeah, all set in order here. So yeah, just still working away, and not too much else is new at this end there, Chuck. So another bean for the pot. So that's about it from this end there, Chuck. I'm gonna sit back and relax and listen away and let you carry on there.
Okay, very good, Tom. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go to our next check-in, which is, well, that would be Mac, VA3 IMW. All right, we'll get to Mac in a minute. Let's say hello to Steve, VA3 NFG. I think he said 30 over or something.
I figured I'm hitting you at 40 over, Chuck. I'm right at the top of the brow here. Good evening to everybody who's listening. Not a lot of traffic here, Chuck. Just giving you a general check-in. Another bean for the pot, as we commonly say. Other than that, that's all I got for the net right now, Chuck. I'm just sitting up on the brow having a coffee. Having a smoke and a pancake. What can I say? A VA3 NFG. Back to you, Chuck.
Oh, that's funny. That's from Austin Powers, right?
Yeah, that could be one of those movies.
Yeah.
I forget which one, but yeah, one of them there. I always remember that line.
All right, well, here's that's in the pot, and sounds like I should pull out a cup of coffee there for you. Sounding really good, and you're full strength, plus there, my friend, and everything else going good with you?
Other than the dried milk on the mic element scenario. I haven't done much with that. So I've been unable to track down that micro or mini needle nose pliers The needle nose pliers that I do have, they seem to be a little bit too thick at the point. And I don't want it digging into the plastic housing surrounding the SMO, I guess you'd call it. So, other than that, yeah, no, that's it, Chuck. I'm off tomorrow, so maybe I'll pick around with that. It works good, probably would be a compass, with the two pointy ends to get in there and turn that ring.
Yeah.
Other than that, the Bullfang volume knob does not fit it. And the knob that pulls off that radio itself also does not fit it. So, of course, we're talking about the under the rubber duck of the Quanchang portable radio. It's that brass ring that I'm trying to take off still. 4 notches in it. So, needless to say, I'll be home tomorrow toying around with that. That's it, Chuck. We'll be listening in for the duration. Thanks for doing it, VA3NFG.
Yeah, very good, Steve. Well, you know what it is. It's probably one of those specialty pliers that you're going to need. It probably costs about $50. You're only going to ever use it once. So my suggestion is to think outside of the box, and you'll be able to rig something up. Might be a little difficult. Maybe if you had like a vise to put it in, so you can have your free hand to manipulate the top part there. So I was thinking of those automotive ring clip pliers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, we did have something at work that might do it. I don't know if it would. But yeah, they're $29.99, and of course they come in a 2-pack. Yeah, so yeah, the radio is only $20, so I'm not going that route. I just thought of taking a metal fork, and bending the 2 inner prongs back, and just using the outer prongs, and then bend them so far apart that they will reach into that brass ring and turn it. Either that or a paper clip with the 2 prongs sticking out, or 2 finishing nails hammered into like a little strip of wood with the points protruding out the other side, positioned at the right distance apart, would also do the trick. Actually, a couple of panel nails stuck through one of those pink pencil erasers. That'll probably do it too. What do you think?
Well, you rattled off a selection of options there. I'm sure at least 1 or 2 will work. I guess the trick is to try not to damage any components other than maybe the shell of the radio, because if you damage the component, you won't be able to put it back together the way it's supposed to, and you're going to end up driving over it anyways. So be careful. Only damage the outer shell of the radio, and I wouldn't bend any of those brass rings or whatever, unless you can unbend them afterwards. Seems like a lot of work, but yeah, you try hard enough, you'll figure something out. Anyway, Steve, thanks again for checking in. I do appreciate it, and great signal and great audio. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. I just thought of another one. A fuse from a car. It's got those 2 prongs sticking out. So maybe I can reshape those to be the right distance apart. Anyways, no, that's all I got, Chuck, including that. We'll be sticking around, enjoying a cup of coffee on top of the mountain escarpment here, and you're also in 9++. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay. Well, I just thought of something else here. I have these heavy-duty tweezers, I guess you could call them. They're like big. They're not. They're well, I guess they are tweezers, or tongs, or whatever you want to call them. They're metal, stainless steel, and something like that might work too, because they've got super thin tips, and they would get in there. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of what I've got, and see if that might help you. Anyways, so we'll clear with VA3 NFG and see if Mac is still with us. VA3 IMW Portable, are you around? All right, guess not. Maybe we'll wait for him to get on the base. And plenty of time left in the net. And so let's do another call out and see who else is out there. Oh, first of all, our pad is still at the same location south of Thunder Bay on the Minnesota-Ontario border. Now, it's funny because I was listening to the Hurricane Net this afternoon on 14.325, and a gentleman with the call sign VE3 Mike X-Ray Juliet MXJ, his name is Brad, and he was a net controller for the Hurricane Net, and he is in Thunder Bay using a 20-meter beam. Man, he was coming in great here off the side of the beam, I'm guessing, because he was pointed right at Florida. So VE3 MXJ was a net controller. He also does the maritime net, hurricane nets as well. So big shout out to Brad helping out with the hurricane. All right, with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check in with us here on the weekly AREG net. This is VA3 CJZ. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
All right, they must be battening down the hatches tonight. VA3 Bravo Tango. Come on in, Albert. Hey, is conditions good on POTA right now?
It's okay. It's okay. Just doing a little FT8 here. It's all right, I guess. It's been pretty bad the last few days, but whatever. It is what it is. I guess the next day or two it's going to get crappy too. But those are conditions. You deal with what you get, right? Other than that, just a general check-in there, Chuck. We'll hand it back over to you, VA3BT.
All right, very good, Albert. Yeah, it is what it is for sure. There's not much, not anything we can do about it. So, all right, Albert. Well, you're number 12 tonight. You just made it under the wire. And so before I take any more check-ins, let's do some announcements here. We've got some contests coming up this weekend. And there's a handful of QSO parties. Let's see now. We have the Nevada QSO party, Arizona, Pennsylvania, and South Dakota QSO party. So once again, the Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania, and South Dakota QSO parties. And they're pretty much all at different times. And then we have an Oceania DX contest for CW. So those of you who do CW can pick up some stations in Oceania. The bands will be 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160 meters. Let's see next, the SKCC Weekend Sprintathon, again for CW. And that's for 6 meters, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. The SKCC Weekend Sprintathon. Next, we move to sideband now, the Scandinavian Activity Contest, and that will be for single sideband, 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. It starts at 1200 Zulu October 12th to 1200 Zulu October 13th. Scandinavia. So the Arizona QSO party is next, and that's for CW as well as phone. 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. The Pennsylvania is also for CW and phone, and the bands are all bands except the WARC bands. South Dakota party is for CW and phone, but it's for 2 meters, 6, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. South Dakota, if you don't have them, you can get them this weekend. Next, we've got the Argentina National 7 megahertz contest, and it's for 40 meters. 40 meters only, and for sideband. But it's for South America only. Geographic focus is Argentina, and participation is South America. So if you try to get them, they may tell you that you don't qualify. Try again another time. All right, next we've got a classic exchange, which features amplitude modulation, single sideband, and FM. That's right. This is for modes AM, sideband, and FM. And the bands are 2 meter, 6, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. This is split into 2 time periods. 700 Zulu, October 13th, to October 14th, 1300 Zulu. And then 1300, October 15th, to 700 Zulu, October 16th. So that should be an interesting one. The classic exchange. The exchange is your name, signal, and state or province, and your radio equipment, model, receiver, transmitter, manufacturer, and model. So that'll be interesting to hear what those exchanges are like. All right. And then we have a 4 states QRP group second Sunday sprint. And that's for CW and sideband for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And let's see now. I think that's pretty much it. If you want any more information, just go to contestcalendar.com, open up the 8-day schedule, and you can see all the contests that you're interested in. Click on any of them, and it'll tell you all the information you require. Again, contestcalendar.com. Does anyone have any announcements that they'd like to make? Please come now. All right. Any check-ins for this Wednesday night net? Please come now. This is VA3CJZ.
VA3IMW.
There he is. I thought you were transitioning into the back at home palace there. VA3IMW, come on in. Mac, what happened? You working late?
Well, yeah. Do you ever stop working, really? In this day and age, we're digitally connected and always entrenched in stuff to do. So, yeah, the day stretches sometimes. Anyways, I was able to hear you and
Wade having a little bit of a discourse as I was coming down Highway 6. Strangely enough, fair ways up the way up toward Carlisle, I was able to hear you, but it wasn't until I had started to go down the incline from number 5 to 403 that I actually picked up Wade. Anyways, good signal coming out of your station there, Wade, or Chuck. Good coverage on the overall area. And I started to lose you as I went up the 403 hill, and things got a little spotty when I was up in my own neighborhood mobile. It would have been a little bit at picket fencing, so I didn't bother coming back. At this point, yes, back at the home, the palace, as you might say, and just relaxing for a little bit. I guess 9 o'clock rolls around really soon. We'll get the benefit of some trivia on this day. But I'm here now, and I'm back with you for the duration.
Okay, Mac, as they say, welcome home. All right, we'll let you put your feet up there or start relaxing and listen along to the rest of the net. I want to say hi to Bill, who's joining us on the YouTube, VE3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Hope everything is well with you, Bill. I don't know if you've got your SIM card for your phone or if you're back on the air cell phone wise or not, but I hope that's going to happen soon. All right, let's do another call out then and see who else is out there that would like to stop by and say hi. This is VA3 CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group.
VA3 DJZ.
Hey, VE3 DJZ. Huey, come on in. How are you?
Just checking in and say hi there, Chuck. You coming loud and clear.
Yeah, you too. Over S9. And whereabouts are you? At home?
Correct. Yep.
Is it still a temporary home or no?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, hope you get everything squared away there soon. And yeah, it's not easy, but it's doable. So anyways, yeah, you sounded good there, Huey. What radio are you on tonight?
I'm on my Anytone 578. I just ordered the microphone because I lost it there. I just been building up my arsenal again. I just picked up a 7300 right in the box. So my new place when I go out. And yeah, so start building up again.
All right, very good then. Yep. Once you're settled in there, you'll be good to go. All right, Huey. Anything else new and exciting you'd like to share?
Enjoy life and happy Thanksgiving soon.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, just be thankful you don't live in Florida, Huey. I know it's paradise, but every once in a while you gotta think that one day your home might not be there because of these wicked storms they get down there. Anyways, Arpad says hi. He's in south of Thunder Bay, near the Minnesota border, and living the life there in his Winnebago.
Tell him let's get high. I hope he's having fun, and he's living life on the run. He's having fun. That's good. It all matters, right?
Absolutely. Okay, Huey, thanks again for checking in, sir. Much appreciated, and good luck with all the radio gear you're having to read with. This radio that you're using now, though, sounding good, like a 10 over S9 here, so good job, Huey. So let's see who else is out there would like to stop in and say hi. This is VA3 CJZ. All right, so that means I have to open up my document folder and let's see if we saved that last trivia that I got. We have two of them now. Hold on a second. Alrighty then. So it's time for a little bit of trivia, and get you folks to play along. This first one here doesn't have multiple possible answers, so I'll just leave a little bit of time in between questions to allow you to respond and to type on the YouTube stream. So let's go to where was I here? This one. All right. Let's see if I can get my lips and my tongue to work properly. What does a funambulist walk on? Funambulist. What does a funambulist walk on?
A high wire.
Yeah, oddly enough, it's a tightrope. So I never would have guessed what that was in a million years. All right, what about Area 51? What state is it located in? Anyone?
Nevada.
Yeah, congratulations, Mac and Wade. Got that right. Oh, here's a good one. Who's a dart player here? On a dartboard, what number is directly opposite of number 1?
20.
All right. On a dartboard, what number is directly opposite number 1? The answer, 19. Mac, 19.
Ouch.
Ooh. What is the nickname of the U.S. state of California? What's the nickname of the state of California? Oh, I keyed with you. What was that?
Cali.
It's Golden State. California is known as the Golden State. True or false? The color orange is named after the fruit.
The thing it rhymes with.
Yeah, the color orange is named after the fruit. True. All right, another true or false. On average, at least one person is killed by a drunk driver in the United States every hour. True or false? On average, at least one person is killed by a drunk driver in the United States every hour. True or false?
That sounds like one of those unfortunate truths. That's a good reason to go out every half hour.
Yep, the answer is true, sadly. One every hour. Okay. What? True or false? In 2010, Twitter and the United States Library of Congress partnered together to archive every tweet by American citizens. True or false? And the answer is true. Twitter and the United States Library of Congress archived every tweet by every American citizen who's ever tweeted. Okay. Who is depicted on the United States $100 bill?
Benjamin Franklin.
It's all about the Benjamins. Who is that?
V3MEU. Good evening, Chuck.
Hey, good evening there, Mike, and welcome. How long you been listening along?
Just about the start of the trivia. I think I flipped it on, or at least started to pay attention a little bit further.
All right, very good then. Any traffic for us? Anything new and exciting?
No, not really. I've been working on restoring an old GT15. One of those older tri-banders that I'm going to put up. Evidently, this one, the 70 centimeter portion of it, it doesn't seem to be working quite properly. I put the analyzer on it. It's a little bit shaky, so just been kind of working on that, Chuck. That's all. Nothing really a major.
Oh, GT, right on. Oh yeah, I love the old muscle cars. I got to tell you, always have been. Big fan. All right, Mike. Well, thanks for playing along and checking in. For those who are watching YouTube, I have posted a photo that was taken at Dundurn Castle during our mass activation. You can see who's in the picture by going to the live stream. Just put in my call, VA3CJZ, and look for us live. Or tonight our title will be AREG Week 1621. And so there's a few of us there, Mac, Pierre, myself, and others. Thought I'll post that up for a few minutes, and we'll do a little bit more trivia. And where are we now? Oh, true or false? The Lego Group was founded in 1932. The Lego Group. True or false?
That's true. European, strangely enough.
Yeah. And then Bill put a comment there in YouTube saying NASA or NSA, sorry, not NASA, NSA archives everything. That's true. Very true. And all right, so the answer is in fact true. 1932. What is the name in Poland? No. What is the name of Poland in Polish? What is the name of Poland in Polish? Those who've lived down by Barton Street near Sherman would know that it's a big Polish community there, and the answer is Polska. 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 What color is the X in FedEx ground? What color is the X in FedEx ground?
Orange, just like the fruit.
It's green. FedEx ground, the X is green. And Arpad wrote down the name of Poland in Polish is Popolsku. No, it's Polska. All right. Now we have true or false. All right. True or false. Dihydrogen monoxide was banned due to health risks after being discovered in 1983 inside swimming pools and drinking water. Dihydrogen monoxide. Is that true or false? Wade, you got that right. It is false. Here's a good one for you. The likeness of which president is featured on the rare $2 bill of United States currency? Bet you a lot of people didn't know that they had a $2 bill, which they don't anymore, just like us. Only we kept our $2 bill longer than they did. Who is featured on the rare $2 bill of the United States? It is Thomas Jefferson. What is cynophobia, the fear of? Cyno, spelled C-Y-N-O, cynophobia, the fear of.
That's the fear of having your picture taken.
Pretty close. It's dogs. Fear of dogs.
How is that pretty close?
You threw anything out there. That's how.
It was an answer. That's right.
All right. The flag of the European Union has how many stars on it? The flag of the European Union. How many? Guess? Anyone?
12 gold.
It changes hour by hour depending on public opinion.
It actually is 12. I don't know about the gold, but Albert, you got it right.
The gold stars, man.
Huh. I didn't know that. What is the world's most expensive spice by weight?
Oh, I know this one.
It starts with an S. Saffron.
I'm just wild about saffron.
Tofu is not a spice, Arpad. The answer is saffron. And Albert is starting to gain traction here.
Half the time I'm asleep through this, but I woke up.
All right, here's an easy one. What does the G stand for in G-Man?
Government.
Yep, Wade got it right as well. And Bill got the saffron. And Wade as well. Arpad. That's what I need, one of those buzzers. Okay, here's one I never would have guessed. True or false? The sum of all the numbers on a roulette wheel equals 666. True or false? The sum of all the numbers on a roulette wheel, 666. Is it true or false?
Some quick math. That's true.
Absolutely true. Never would have guessed that. All right, Albert, you're so smart. How many seconds are there in a day?
I don't know, 8,000?
Wow, Albert, you're pretty close. 86,400 seconds in a day.
Well, there you go. Close enough.
Times 3,600.
Okay, true or false? An eggplant is a vegetable. True or false?
Oh, that's one of them vegetable-like things that has seeds in it, which makes it a fruit.
Well, it's only asking if it's a vegetable. I don't know if it's considered a fruit, but the answer is, in fact, false. An eggplant is not a vegetable. I think we tried this one before, but let's try it again. What alcoholic drink is mainly made from juniper berries?
That's gin.
Yes, and I had a bad experience with gin. And I have the tattoo on my back to prove it. Yes, the correct answer is gin. Wade got that right. And Bill also is a little slow, and he got it right. Gin. Okay, an automobile manufacturer question next. Which Italian automobile manufacturer gained majority control of U.S. automobile manufacturer Chrysler in 2011? 2011.
Mercedes-Benz.
No, Arpad. Arpad is on the board with a Fiat. You got it right.
Those damn Fiats.
I remember those cars when I was a little kid. They were just square little crap boxes, just little tiny square things. I hated them. But apparently they're, I think they made bicycles as well, Fiat. I'm not sure. In what year was McDonald's founded? Anyone? It's in 19 something. What year was McDonald's founded?
1914.
It's a little early. Let's say 1965.
64.
Well, actually, it was in the 50s where most of the fast food chains started coming out. Anything from pizzas to burger joints. And the answer is 1955. Bill was very close with 1954. McDonald's was founded in 55. I don't have. Okay. Here's a good one. Or how the Southerners say, here's a good one. What was Mountain Dew's original slogan? Anyone?
You deserve a break.
Do the do.
The Mountain Dew's original slogan was Yahoo Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards. Yeah, and I remember that.
Oh my.
Take a breaker.
Yeah, broke it.
VA3XJ, stand by.
All right. I can hardly wipe the smile off my face here. Having a lot of fun here. VA3, what's the rest of the call there?
AXJ.
Oh, the new guy. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Come on in.
Yeah, the new guy. Yeah, I had a busy day. Early day. I just finally forgot it was Wednesday. Just realized. No, 2 doctor's appointments. Nothing exciting, but got the needles in the back today, and had my brother up to the doctor's today, and oh yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah, well, and is things coming along okay?
Oh yeah, I really didn't want to go. I didn't really need to, but I figured I better, in case, say 2 or 3 days earlier, if I didn't go, maybe tomorrow would act up. So I better go. 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. I get my back procedure this Friday, Rick. First thing. Can't wait. All right, those of you who are watching the YouTube stream, I just posted a QSL card that I got from November 3, Fox Japan Papa, and 3FJP. That may sound familiar. He is the owner and creator of the Amateur Contact Log, or ACL, the one software that a lot of us are using, and 3FJP. And so just thought I'd throw that up there. All right, let's go back to the other screen. And Rick, thank you for checking in, sir. Anything else before we continue with the fun?
No, but I'll be listening for the rest of the night there, and yep, continue. 3XJ will be listening.
The peanut butter out of your throat, would you, driver?
Oh my God, there goes my night.
Good to hear you, Rick. Had to chime in, say hello. V3PDL. Thanks, Chuck.
Yahoo! Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards. All right, no problem there, Paul. That was the answer from the last question. What was Mountain Dew's original slogan? All right. Hey, Paul, you got anything else to add there?
No, sir. I've been listening along. Just haven't heard Rick for a bit, so I figured I'd chime in, be funny.
Another 2 feet.
You too. Hey, listen. How you doing, Mike?
Not too bad, Paul.
Right on, brother.
All right, let's continue on. Or before we do, is there anyone else wishing to check into our net? Please come now. This is VA3 CJZ.
VE3 LBI.
And there's another Mountain Dew, VE3 LBI.
Yep, just I've been listening along here, Chuck. I'll let you continue on.
Okay, Larry, very good. Let me add you into the log here. You are number 17 at the moment. All right, I got another soft drink question for you. Where is it now? Right here. What was the soft drink Pepsi originally introduced as? Anyone?
Wasn't it a medicine?
It was called Brad's Drink. And I think, I know the Coca-Cola guy was a pharmacist. I'm not sure about Pepsi. But anyways, it was originally introduced as Brad's Drink.
Thanks, Brad.
All right. When did the website Facebook first launch? 2000 and...
Who cares?
Who cares?
All right. True or false? Santa Claus is a variety of melon. True or false?
That was about 8 people tried to key up all at the same time there, and you better go back with that original answer, Chuck, to the Facebook one. Just saying.
Facebook first launched in 2004. So if you've been friends with someone for 20 years, you've been friends with them since the inception of Facebook. All right. Nobody's typing in the YouTube stream anymore. Okay, the answer for Santa Claus is true. It is a variety of melon. All right. What was the original name of the search engine Google? The original name for Google. You won't believe this. It was called Backrub.
That's funny.
No shit. I mean, no kidding. Back rub.
Not as creative as reach around.
Oh my God. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah, pull up the website Backrub. Oh, can you imagine all those porn sites coming up? Remember before when you had those early search engines, you type something in and some pornographic site would come up?
We're searching for it, but it never happened to me, Chuck.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the early search engines before Google. Even when Yahoo first came out there, they were sketchy. All right, where did the pineapple plant originate? Yeah.
Paul's head.
I was going to say South Africa, South America.
The pineapple is, in fact, from South America. And a lot of people associate that with Hawaii because of the Hawaiian pizza. I don't know. All right, Arpad, what is the currency of Poland? What is the currency of Poland? I know a guy with that same name. The currency they use in Poland. What's it called? I'll wait for you, Arpad.
Pierogies. They buy everything with pierogies.
No, cabbage rolls. Salati.
Prosciutto, it's the world currency.
All right, Polish currency is called the zloty. Z-L-O-T-Y. Never heard of it.
Probably because nobody has any. They spent it all on pierogies.
Oh my God. Look at the time. It's 9:28. I haven't even done any on this day. Okay, listen. What type of dog is Handsome Dan, the mascot of Yale University? What type of dog is Handsome Dan, the mascot of Yale University? It's a bulldog. Wade.
Who's a good boy?
All right, last one. Before the 19th century, the living room that we call today was originally called
the sitting room.
Wade got it right again. It was the parlor, where if you invited a boy over and you had a daughter, well, mom and dad, or at least mom, would sit it right there with them in the parlor. All right, that's enough fun. Just kidding. Let's suspend this and zip over to on this day. Do we have any comments or questions or check-ins for this evening's net? Please come now. This is VA3CJZ. All right, and so that brings us to on this day, and that is on this day 189. All right, today's famous birthdays. First person I have is called Eugene Bullard, born on this day in 1895. And he's important because he is the first African-American military pilot that flew for France in World War I as part of the French Foreign Legion. And he was born in Columbus, Georgia, USA. Back then, I think criminals joined the French Foreign Legion. Either join the Legion or rot in prison. All right, next, 1933 is the year, and Peter Mansfield is the man born on that day. He's a British physician whose discoveries led to the MRI. He won the Nobel Prize in 2003. So you have Peter Mansfield to thank for your MRI. Next, born on this day, John Lennon, 1940. We all know who he is, and born in Liverpool, England, and was assassinated in 1980.
And today is his birthday.
And today is his birthday, correct. And we have another, we got a lot of musical entries here. We also have John Entwistle, born on this day in 1944. Of course, John Entwistle is the English rock bass guitarist and vocalist for The Who, born in London, England. He died in 2002, by the way. John Entwistle. Jackson Browne, celebrating his 76th birthday today. He's an American rock singer-songwriter. You might remember the song Running on Empty. Running on Empty. I can't sing it. And he was born in Heidelberg, Germany. Jackson Browne. Celebrating 72 years old today is Sharon Osbourne. She was born in 1952 and is an English American music manager, TV personality. She was on X Factor, America's Got Talent, and The Talk. She's also the wife of Ozzy Osbourne. All right, who remembers Quantum Leap? Scott Bakula, celebrating a birthday today, born in 1954. Scott Bakula was an American actor. He was in Quantum Leap, and he was in NCIS New Orleans from 2014 to 2021. Born in St. Louis, Missouri.
And he played the captain of the Enterprise at one point for a few episodes, too.
Wasn't he on Battlestar Galactica, or I'm thinking of someone else?
I don't remember that, but yeah, he played in a Star Trek series for a bit.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. All right. Next, we've got one of the ex-British Prime Ministers, David Cameron, turns 58 today, born in 1966. He was the British Prime Minister from 2010 to 2016. And lastly, born on this day is Eddie Guerrero, born in 1967, Mexican pro wrestler. And he was in WWE for many years. And he passed away in 2005 in his hotel room. He was found deceased in his hotel room. All right, who died today in history? We'll start with Che Guevara, the Argentine Marxist revolutionary who was part of the Cuban Revolution. And he was also an author and physician. He was captured in Bolivia and executed at the age of 39. All right, I'm sure pretty much everyone here has seen the movie Schindler's List. Oskar Schindler was born on this day in 1908. He passed away in 1974, but he was an Austrian businessman and subject of the book called Schindler's Ark and the film Schindler's List. He was 66 years old when he died, and he saved many, many Jewish people during the Nazi regime. All right, who's heard of the rotary piston engine? Mac, have you heard of that?
Well, it doesn't have pistons, but it is a rotary engine. But yeah, it's also known as the Wankel engine.
That's right, and it's named after Felix Wankel. It's not an actual rotary engine, but the piston is. He was born on this day in 1902, and he is a German inventor of the Wankel rotary piston engine. Pretty much every car manufacturer, airplane, boat, motorcycle has used this engine and licensed it. He was 86 years old when he died.
Comment? Yeah,
go ahead, Paul.
I just turned up the HF radio there on 40 meters, 7.268, the Hurricane Net, one of the frequencies for that. And some a-holes out there dumping it now. Can you believe that?
Yeah, earlier today I was listening to the one on 20 meters on 14.325, and there was idiots on there throwing tones, telling the guys snarky comments, and the net controllers are there doing this to help save lives and pass on information. And it's unbelievable how unprofessional, how just horrible manners some of these people have. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I bet you they all live on the mainland where they don't have to worry about the hurricane hitting them. They're way in nice and deep. Yeah. I wonder what would happen if their family in their area hit by a disasters. You know, how would they appreciate somebody dumping their call for help?
Yeah, exactly. And but the guys were pretty professional. They wouldn't even acknowledge them, which is great. You would hear other guys that were not net controllers, and they would just say, "Oh, just ignore them," you know. And so that's pretty much all you can do. But that's, you know, life and death situation, and people want to act like clowns. I don't get it.
You know, it's funny, that reminds me of the time when we're on 11 meters way back in the day and Jamaica got hit by that hurricane or whatever it was out there. A bunch of us here, myself included, made contact with them during it, and I got a phone number given to me over the air of some people in Toronto, their family, and you know, with a list of what they need down there, blankets and stuff. Don't send money or food. We need blankets and this and that and whatever. And there wasn't one person keying up and dumping that, and that's on 11 meters.
Oh yeah, wow, crazy. Well, yeah, people just don't care anymore. All right, I got two more entries there before we finish the people dying on this day. We got the founder of the New York Marathon, Fred Lebow, 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 or Lebow, passed away in 1994. I'm not sure when the New York Marathon was first founded, but he passed away in 94 of cancer. Next, Paul, remember I told you I had something about the Maple Leafs? I was wrong. It's about the Blue Jays. My last entry is Tom Cheek. passed away in 2005. He was an American sportscaster known as the voice of the Toronto Blue Jays. Dies at the age of 66. And again, his name was Tom Cheek.
Yeah, very good.
All right, we'll try and quickly run through these here. Today's historical events on this day in history. We start off with the year 768. And we have Kings of the Franks. That's kings, plural. Charlemagne and his brother Carloman are both crowned king of the Franks. So you got Charlemagne and Carloman. That's funny. All right, next we've got Richard I leaves the Holy Land. In 1192, Richard I leaves the Holy Land for England after initiating a 3-year truce ending the Third Crusade. And it doesn't say here, but I'm pretty sure the truce was with the Muslims because they kept taking Temple Mount back and forth. Let's jump to the year 1290. I have an entry about Jews here once again. Every week I seem to have a story about Jews. In 1290, the last of 16,000 Jews expelled by King Edward I finally leave England. Every country seems to throw them out. I don't know, man. It's crazy. All right, the year is 1410, and we have the earliest mention of Prague's astronomical clock, the world's oldest, still in operation, built by Mikulas of Kadan. Anyways, I can't pronounce their names. Still in operation. This is from 1410. Next, we've got the Great Plague of London in 1665. Due to the Great Plague of London, the British Parliament meets at the University of Oxford rather than the Palace of Westminster. Now, this was the worst outbreak of plague in England since the Black Death in 1348. London lost roughly 15% of its population, while 68,500 deaths were recorded in the city. The true number was probably over 100,000. It says here in another story I read, the Great Plague killed an estimated 100,000 people, almost a quarter of London's population, in the span of 18 months. Now, the plague was caused by the Yersinia pestis bacterium, which is usually transmitted to a human by the bite of a flea or a louse, which is another type of flea. So the fleas are the cause of the plague. For those who didn't know. All right, in 1701, the Collegiate School of Connecticut, now called Yale University, is chartered in New Haven, Connecticut. So that college or university was operating before the states ever became the United States. 1701. Yale University is a private Ivy League research university in New Haven, Connecticut. Like I mentioned, founded in 1701, Yale is the third oldest institution of higher education in the United States and one of the 9 colonial colleges chartered before the American Revolution. (1855), American inventor Isaac Singer patents the sewing machine motor. 1865, the first U.S. underground pipeline for carrying oil is laid in Pennsylvania. In 1876, the first two-way telephone conversation and first over outdoor wires. 1876. (1877), the American Humane Association organizes, and it is in Cleveland. You know that big concrete obelisk in Washington called the Washington Monument? In 1888, the Washington Monument opens for public admittance. We jump to the year 1900. 8.3 magnitude earthquake shakes Cape Yakataga, Alaska. Now, anything over a 7 is devastating. These guys got an 8.3. Next, we've got the Piri Reis World Map. In 1929, part of the lost Piri Reis World Map is rediscovered in the Topkapi Palace Library in Istanbul. That's Turkey, I believe. Compiled by Ottoman General Piri Reis in 1513. It is the oldest known map of the voyages of Christopher Columbus. Now, interestingly enough, the map outlines part of the continent of Antarctica, which wasn't even discovered back then. Think about that one. All right, next, in 1936, the Hoover Dam begins transmitting electricity to Los Angeles. The Hoover Dam is a concrete arch gravity dam in the Black Canyon of the Colorado River, and it sits on the border between the U.S. states of Nevada and Arizona. Constructed between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression. Let me ask you this. Has anyone ever watched an NFL game without any penalties whatsoever throughout the entire game? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if none of you have, because in 1938, the Cleveland Rams and Chicago Bears play one of only 4 penalty-free games in NFL history. The Rams, by the way, won 14-7 at Cleveland Stadium. Next, we get the Manhattan Project. In 1941, United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt approves an atomic program that would become the Manhattan Project. This is in 1941. During the World War. Pardon me. Next, in 1944, during the Second World War, the German occupiers turned off electricity in Amsterdam. That wasn't very nice. And in 1946, 2 years later, we have the first electric blanket manufactured, and it sold. This is in 1946 money. The first electric blanket sold for $39.50. I would guesstimate that today that would be worth $400. Well, yeah, if you had power, you could plug in your blanket. All right, in 1947, the first telephone conversation between occupants of a moving car and an airplane. In 1947, interesting. Way before the brick phones. They must have been military. All right, 1952, United Nations headquarters construction is completed in New York City. So United Nations was completed in 1952. 1962, NASA civilian test pilot John B. McKay takes the X-15 to 39,200 meters. So 40 times 3, almost 120,000 feet. That's in space. (1979), Howard Stern begins broadcasting on WCCC in Hartford, Connecticut. 79. I didn't know he went that far back. 1985, Strawberry Fields Memorial to John Lennon in Central Park, New York City, is dedicated by Mayor Ed Koch. A year later, 1986, The Late Show with Joan Rivers premieres on Fox, the first woman to host a United States late-night TV talk show. And she was fired the next year in May of 1987. (1990), radio stations around the world play the song Imagine, honoring John Lennon on what would have been his 50th birthday. This is on this day in 1990. So if he would have been 50 in 1990, add 34 years, he would have been 84 today. In 1992, on this day, a 13-kilogram meteorite lands in a driveway of Knapp residence in Peekskill, New York, destroying the family's 1980 Chevrolet Malibu. But with the money they've sold with that meteorites are worth a lot of money, by the way. You can get large money for a meteorite, especially 13 kilograms. So I'm sure he got a new one, no problem. And on this day in 1999 is the last flight of the U.S. aircraft Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. Last time it was used. But I don't believe it. All right, 2019, nearly 1 million people in Northern California have their power cut by Pacific Gas and Electric to prevent wildfires amid high winds. I've heard of power companies cutting electricity because of weather to prevent problems. That's interesting. All right, in 2022 on this day, we have the brightest cosmic explosion ever seen. A gamma ray burst 2.4 billion light years away, thought to be a massive star collapsing to form a black hole in a 1 in 10,000 year event. That was 2 years ago on this day. And we end this day because it's the month of October. I have a Halloween-related story. In 2023, last year on this day, the world record is set for the heaviest pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern gourd weighing 2,749 pounds, grown by Travis Ginger from Anoka, Minnesota. It says that's enough to make 687 pies. And that's it for On This Day in History. I hope you all enjoyed it, as well as the trivia that we did earlier. That was a lot of fun. Do we have any questions, comments, or check-ins for this week's AREG Net? Please come now. This is VA3CJZ. All right, let's do a 7-3 round, see if anybody's still here. And we'll ask Paul, VE3 Papa Delta Lima. Are you still there? All right, let's go to VE3 ZJC. Jason, are you there? VE3 RWJ. Chris. let's go to the other Chris, VA3 WPG.
Still here, still listening. 73. Good night, everyone. VA3 WPG. Have a good one.
Okay, thanks, Chris. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a great rest of the week, my friend. We'll talk to you again soon. Next, we go to Wade, VA3 NCA.
VA3 NCA. Good evening, Chuck, and thanks for doing it as always. 7-3 to you and to all, and yeah, I'll listen in next week. And good to hear from you, Arpad. 7-3 as well. Good night, Chuck, and I'll be listening to the tail end of the 73s.
Absolutely. Thanks, Wade. And I'll say goodnight to Arpad as well. Thank you so much. Maybe listen to him on 3.650 if the conditions are any good tonight. Maybe you can actually talk to Arpad in just a few minutes. Usually around 10 p.m. He says hello, but we'll see how conditions are. Take some more pictures of the aurora there, Arpad. They say tomorrow night should be really, really bright aurora. So let us know if you get a chance to take pictures. And so next is, I think, Garnett. I don't know if he's still there, but let's try him out. VE3 GNP. Tomash is probably in bed for work tomorrow, but let's try him. VE3 Charlie Echo Uniform. VA3 IMW Mac.
Roger. Yep. Great job as usual. Thanks a lot, Chuck. Certainly appreciate you doing this on a regular basis. Looking forward to the net tomorrow night. 446-125 upper sideband. No, sorry, that's Sunday. Oops. It's another oopsie net. Anyways, tomorrow's Lake Ontario Radio Club net is 446-125 FM Simplex. So look forward to everybody checking in with us at 7 p.m. Back to you. Thanks.
Absolutely there, Mac. Thanks for jumping on board when you got home there. And I must say, I was a little bit shocked when I heard your call from a mobile. So anyways, hey, is this weekend Thanksgiving?
Yes, it is. So we're off on Monday, but I'm sure all the net activities on Monday night will still occur. And then the following weekend, we're going to get out there to the parks for N1CC.
All right, very good. Okay, I'm sure we'll be discussing that on Friday on Larry's Net, the ZOE Friday Night Rag Chew on the ZOE repeater 443.075 at 8 p.m. Okay, Mac, thank you very much. And let's move over to Steve, VA3 NFG.
Oh, hey, Chuck. I'm just transmitting from the portable. I'm just switching over from the car, going back into the house there. So, good net. Thanks for doing it. And 73 to all. VA3 NFG.
Okay, Steve, I got you. No problem on the portable. I can tell you're moving, but I got it all. Thanks, and take your ease, and we'll talk to you, I'm sure, at some point before the end of the week. All right, next, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Albert, you still there?
Yeah, we're still here listening along there, Chuck. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing it. It was a good net. Had a lot of fun. We'll hand it back over to you, VA3VT.
All right, very good audio, by the way. I like it. I'm sure your neighbors like it too. And yeah, I had tons of fun tonight with the trivia there. It was a good one. All right, Albert, thanks. Next, Huey, you still there? VE3DJZ. Mike, VE3MEU. Mike, you still there?
Yeah, still here, Chuck. I got one bonus round question for you, Chuck. Let's see if it hasn't been mentioned already. On this day in 1986, what stage musical premiered in London?
Oh, I coughed. What premiered? What? Say that again.
Stage musical in 1986 premiered in London.
Phantom of the Opera.
Typing strokes with a cough, Chuck. But thanks for having me in there. That was a fun one. Also, I wish I had gotten in there sooner. Good evening to everybody else on frequency. VA3CJZ, Victor, Echo 3, Mike Echo Uniform. Thanks, Chuck.
Okay, Mike, I didn't get the answer. Was it Phantom of the Opera?
Yes, that's a Roger.
All right, there you go. I do retain some information once in a while. All right, Mike, thanks for being part of our net. Always a pleasure. Take care, my friend. We'll talk to you again soon.
7-3.
All right, where are we now? Richard, VA3AXJ. Rick.
Yeah, still here, Chuck. Just hoping these needles kick in soon, because a lot of pain right now for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, usually takes a day for these things to work, eh? I imagine tomorrow I'll feel a lot better. Other than that, I really forgot about the net tonight, truthfully, until I keyed up. I got a lot of work to do, and I got more to do tomorrow. I got to close up my porch, board it up, and get it ready for winter. You know, nonsense, get ready for winter, and all this other stuff goes with it. Anyhow, 7-3s there, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. I missed a good net, I think. Yeah, 7-3s. VA3, XJ, I'll be monitoring for a bit. Back to you.
Okay, Rick. Well, I hope you get some relief soon. That's what happened to me the last time I had my procedure done. I was waiting for it to kick in, and it never did. So that was a bust. So I've been in pain ever since. So hopefully this Friday mine will be successful. Hope yours kicks in there, Rick. And RPAD just posted 80 meters is dead. So I guess we won't be able to hear RPAD. Thank you, RPAD. Take care, my friend, and be safe. We'll talk to you again soon, I hope. It says at 10:15, he will be on 60 meters on 5.330.5. 5.330.5 at 10:15. See if you can hear RPAD. All right, last one on my list is Larry, VE3LBI. Okay, nothing heard. I would like to thank everyone who checked in, and also those of you checked in on YouTube stream. Glad to have you all. Of course, we had RPAD, VE3 November Whiskey. We had Wayne B, VA3 FMB. Jason also checked in, VE3ZJC. Chris, VE3RWJ. RPAD, I mentioned. Jeff, I forgot to write you in there, Jeff. VE3 November Victor Yankee. And Wade, of course, checked into the YouTube stream, as well as Bill, VE3 IUK. And hopefully I haven't missed anyone. Tom Rudd. Oh, yeah. VE3 Charlie Echo Uniform also checked in. So thank you, everyone. It was a blast. I have fun doing this net, and it's fun to interact with each and every one of you. And so with this other check-in, we have 19 tonight. Great time. So tune in next week. We'll be here, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be safe and be kind to one another. This is VA3 CJZ. My name is Chuck, and to all, a good night. So long. Okay, I hear a late check-in, but I might need a relay on that. It was very scratchy. I'm not sure if that's Sam. Is that you, Sam? Yeah, I'm sorry if it's if I can't get a relay, I can't tell exactly who that call sign is. Can anyone hear him?
Yeah, what's the call there? It's VA3VT here. I'll relay. VA3 VJC. Roger, Roger. Yeah, it's Victor Alpha 3, Victor Juliet Charlie there, Chuck.
Oh, it's Richard. Richard, a late check-in from Richard. All right. Heard that little Roger beep in there and just could not make out the rest of the call sign. Thanks, Albert. And thanks, Richard. Everything going okay with you?
Yeah, he said everything's okay. I guess he forgot the net and just decided to get in there at the end of the net.
Okay, very good then. So we'll put another one last bean in the pot. Listen now. There it is. Okay, Richard, your check-in number 20 tonight. So thanks for checking in, my friend. Maybe next week we can get you a little earlier on. Thanks again, buddy. Take care. I'm going to take a break now, and I am officially closing the net. So long for now. VA3 CJZ.